I am Master Jambai. Welcome to this new replay commentary. Today it will be Sturm versus Sami. I hope guys will enjoy. Let's go over both seals. Sturm, movement cost, overall terrain is reduced to 1, except in snow. Unit lose 20% attack and gain 20% defense. So, they are broken. They don't care about terrain cost. It's broken. Now, let's go over to the power and the super. The power for 6 stars. It's Meteor Strike 1. There's a basically missile silo that deals 4 damage HP to the biggest value your enemy has. So if he has a mega tank, a Nia tank, the Meteor Strike will hit there and it will deal 4 damage. Now, the Super Meteor Strike 2, it's the same thing, but instead of 4 HP, it's 8 HP, and instead of having a cost of 6, it has a cost of 10, which makes it one of the super that costs the most. The only other seal that has a 10-star super is Vombold. So now let's go over to Sami. So here she is. Foot Soldier gain 30% attack and a 50% capture point bonus rounded down. Other direct unit lose 10% attack. Transport gain +1 movement. Double time for 3 stars. Foot Soldier gain +1 movement and their attack is increased to 50. Victory March for 8 stars. Foot Soldier gain 2 movement and their attack is increased to 70. Foot Soldier can capture building instantly even with 1 HP. Now, I got a lot of things to say. Sturm should be considered 0. It's ridiculous to see Sturm being a choice in Global League. Second, Sami. She should be tier 3 even in Fog, because she's really good. But yeah, that's it. Now the other thing I will say here, I am someone very experienced, but I'm not really skilled. So I know how this game works. I played a lot. I know how games can go and where they go before they end, because experience tells me when things are turning bad or good. Now, by experience, I will tell you this. Victory March should be some endgame move. Something you do to surprise your opponent. Now, if you charge your super only to use it the moment you can use it, it's bad. And more than this, you just ignore the fact that she has a good power. Now, her power costs 3 stars, and her super costs 8 stars. So it's normal her super will be broken and much better than her power. But Sami is good early in the game. And the later the game will go, the worse she becomes. She will have early capture game crazy, but her weaker direct will cost her a lot of good engagement. And when it's time to take up, she will struggle a lot. Now, with that being said, I do think spamming the power is the answer. Either it's to reach building you cannot reach with only 3 space as infantry or 2 space as mech, or simply to kill your opponent infantry to damage his capture game and economy. Now, Will this guy use Sami the proper way? I don't know. We will see. I do think a good Sami player can make her way around most seals because she is really good seal, but she is really hard to play. And yeah, now let's go over to Bold Profile because this game is Global League. And this game took place in January, so it's been a while already. Now, Sammy Long. 31 Sammy, so that guy is a Sammy fanboy, and this is very interesting. It's rare we see Sammy being the main of someone. She's popular, don't get me wrong, but people don't tend to main her the same way. I mean, people like to pick her when she's available, but people will prefer picking better seals overall. The fact that I have Sturm, a tier 1 seals in Global League, is telling that he could have picked any tier 1 seal, but he did not. Now, he has 15 win and 17 defeats. This is kinda sad, but this is something we need to expect from someone that only played a Jess and Sammy. His ranking is 782.98, so this may look bad, but I will tell you this. If he has that ranking with 39 fights, this means he is really good with Sammy and Jess. Because he was able to take on people and beat people. He got 15 wins. So probably that player is really skilled with Jess and Sammy. Just maybe. Is he skilled with other seals? I don't know. He doesn't look experienced because he only played 39 games. But he looks skilled for someone that made 2 tier 4 seals, because in Fog of War, Sammy is considered tier 4. Now let's go over to my profile. Combine need bases. So yeah, I have Olaf as most used seal, 52 times. Played a lot, as you can see. But this is one of my alternate accounts, so I played much more than that. That's why I say I am very experienced. Now my official rating is better than my opponent. But it's mainly because I use better seals. I'm pretty sure if I was only using Jess and Sammy, my ranking would be as bad as my opponent. Now, I got 164 win, 174 defeat. Fun fact, I just got a defeat like a few minutes ago. And that defeat broke a streak of 3 wins in a row, and I reached 900 again to drop again. Things happen. I rise, I drop. I rise, I drop. Usually I do think I am 900 in terms of skill, but in terms of experience, I am much more than that. I have a lot of experience, and I also fought a lot of really strong players. So I know how strong players play, and I recognize them when I see them. So yeah. Now, let's go to the replay commentary. If you have been on my channel for a while, you will probably know my feeling toward this map. I do enjoy this map a lot, and now I kind of miss it in Global League this month. So, infantry walking around, early recon, I don't agree. This is Sami we are talking about. Now, I am Sturm. It's one of the best opening for Sturm. But this recon there, it's not a good opening for Sami. And here's the why. Sami like transport. So with Sami, I suggest players to open up with an APC or a transport copter if they can, when they can. Now don't base skip to open up with it. Make sure you have the money. Now, any transport will be delayed because he bought a recon. So this will slow down his capture game. And the recon may give him intel, but that recon won't interrupt that many cap because the recon has weaker firepower. Now, why I traded a recon of my own as Sturm? Well, you know Sturm, he don't care about terrain. So my recon are broken. 3 infantry. 3 infantry. Now this is good. Dynamic is really good. But you see, without that recon he has somewhere, it vanished. He would have the money for a transport copter and 3 infantry at that point. Capture, capture. Now I lock his come tower because I want to deny him extra firepower. And this is so funny. He does the same. This is charming. This is funny. Artillery to infantry, this is fine. I still suggest people to have transport as sami before they think about more aggressive unit. Tank, infantry, infantry. Artillery, infantry, infantry. Now, I got an issue here. Too many indirects. You are not grit, you are sami. Now, even if you have weaker direct units like tanks, recon, tanks are very important to sami. The only seal I can see playing the game without tanks is Grit, because his artillery break the game, but even Grit will need tanks. I just fought a somewhat decent Grit player that used a lot of tanks. I say somewhat decent because I can tell he's not a good Grit player because he did expose his indirect a lot. And a good Grit player won't expose their indirect a lot. Now, I don't agree with this opening. It won't work. Now, as you can see, I got a tank. Now, he has no response for my tank. The only way he can damage my tank is with the mech. But that mech is far. And I need to be dumb to bump into his mech and letting the mech having a first strike. And I'm even worse if I don't see the artillery coming and the artillery shoot my tank. The true answer to a tank is another tank or a battlecopter. Now, in this specific case, I do think a battlecopter entry infantry could be good for my opponent on the next turn, only because he is behind in terms of tanks. Right now, he has no tanks. So let's keep going. This is already starting bad for my opponent. Now, that recon moved away. I'm not quite sure if it's good or bad. Leaving it there means your recon is exposed. But you're dealing me the com tower, first of all. And second, I am sturm and you are sitting on a building. So this means you have extra defense. And it will be really hard for me to attack you even if I have a tank. Now let's pull up the damage calculator. Before we calculate, I do some prediction because I like to do this. Now I am Sturm and she has a recon. If I strike the recon on a building, White Outcome Tower, I expect to deal probably 3 damage to the recon. Let's see if I am right. Sturm, you are there. Where are you? You are there. Tank. Recon. On building. So I was a bit off the mark. Sturm actually deal 47 to 53, so this means Sturm will likely deal 4 to 5 damage to a recon sitting on a building. This is surprising for me. I am actually really surprised about that. So yeah, 4 to 5 damage. And now I am curious, maybe the damage calculator does something wrong. So let's try with something else. So this is surprising. Yeah, 65 to 71 if I am oh, and this is surprising because he has 30% more than Sturm. Anyway, let's keep going with that replay commentary. Battlecopter 3 infantry, and I send my transport there to reach that building faster and to boost another infantry. Tank, infantry, this is fine. You need tanks at some point in the game. So now I placed that infantry in range of this building and this building. I also create anti-air infantry. Capture building. These two artillery are pretty good. Now I first strike my infantry. This is a sami infantry, that's why she dealt that much damage. So let's keep going here. She kills my infantry, which is very interesting. Now, this is bad. I judge you. I have 20% extra defense. You have 10% less firepower. And you dare to take an even engagement with a recon on recon war. And my recon is only comp tower. This makes no sense. Now, to judge you even more, let's use the damage calculator, shall we? So, we have seen it's not 100% accurate, but this can be helpful to have an idea on how good or bad an engagement can go. Recon on recon. And I am the sturm. And I am on a building. Take a look at that. If I roll low, I get more value than you if you roll high. This should be a sign on not to use that kind of engagement. This should be a sign for you. This should tell you don't take that engagement. Now, myself, as a 900 rank player, I don't use damage calculator a lot. I rely on my experience with the game because I did play it a lot. So I don't fully need a damage calculator. Sometimes I do use it in games when I want to make sure I destroy a wall or when I want to make sure I can kill something. But it's rare. I won't use the damage calculator in small engagement like the one we just did, because as someone that is experienced, I don't need it. I know what to expect. Sometimes I can be a bit off, but I usually have a good idea. And without even counting, thinking, I know from the get-go, even engagement against sturm, if you have a weaker unit, it won't go well. It can only fail. You have the proof here. Lesson number 1. Don't do that. Recon are not meant to attack other Recon. Now, they can finish off other Recon if this comes this way, if you can finish off your opponent Recon. I invite you to finish off your opponent Recon. It's something I suggest you to do. But if you only want to damage your opponent Recon, use something else. Use a tank, use an artillery, use a battlecopter, use a mech. Don't do Recon on Recon. It's not good trade. Recon are to get intel and to shoot infantries. Now, with that being said, let's keep going with the replay commentary. Remove this. Go down. Capture. First strike. Almost killed it, but I am sturm. I have weaker firepower. First strike. Second strike. Third strike. You see, oh my. This was better than the first time she did this. Mainly because she could have killed my unit. Now with damage calculator, let's see. If she eye roll, I can expect a kill. I have a 3 HP Recon. So you see, even with a 3 HP Recon, she deals like 1 or 2 damage. This is really bad. But this is better than the first engagement, but this is still really bad. This is why you should not use your Recon to shoot other Recon down. She goes for the Cum Tower. She goes for the building. Now you see I got a rocket launcher because as sturm rockets are really good. Infantry, medium tank. Kill, 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 damage, Almost killed. So now she's doing pretty good. Damage, kill, damage, kill, kill, kill. Now, at that point, I should expect indirect. I don't know why I didn't. I'm dumb. Let's keep going. First strike. Now, most of her troops are there. This is not good or bad. This is a good dead ball, actually, because she has good indirects. And she got unit of alt forward, so she will probably win the center. But this side here is suffering and it should require some assistance to make in one turn. I feel like it's a lot. I would rather get an infantry and a mech. Now as of this side, it's going well because she got a recon for infantry and I got nothing. Anti-air battlecopter, infantry. Damage, damage, kill. Crash, damage, kill. Now she goes for my building. Kill, damage. Rocket, infantry, infantry. Now she has a much better unit count than me. So this means I suck and I'm trash. But hey, things happen. That opening I judge a lot because it's not a good opening. Ended up doing good because I don't buy enough recon and because at that point I was really stupid. So yeah, kill myself, damage, damage, kill, damage. Tank, anti-air, infantry, transport copter. Now I'm still behind, but I got a better economy than my opponent. I'm also about to get another of her buildings, so even if she gets this one, I will get this one. So I will still have a better economy. Kill, kill. These two artillery paid themselves back, so they were actually really good. Now he got lucky. He got lucky because I'm dumb and I don't have vision. And he's shielding well his unit, I must say. Now I do think 2 anti-air so far, it's a bit overkill. Usually I start spamming anti-air when I see a bomber because I don't like to spend 20k for a fighter. But when the only unit you have seen so far is the battlecopter, usually you can have 2 anti-air if they cover different areas, but now it's 2 anti-air for 1 dead ball. And I don't recommend this. This is really bad. Let's see how it goes now. Damage. Kill. Kill. Or I actually survived because my extra defense is really good. Now, she killed a lot of my units. She is far ahead. She's doing well. I must admit it. She's doing much better than expected considering she had what I consider a very bad opening, I think. Right now, she's taking really good engagement and this really changed the outcome of the game. Tank, anti-air, infantry. Now, I criticize him having 2 anti-air and I have 3. Oh my, in January I was trash. Damage, kill, kill. I think I will lose about what I see. Because she's doing really good right now. Now I create a dead ball there because I realize most of her troops are there. And yeah, I create my own dead ball. Medium tank recall infantry because I got the money and I need the vision. Now in terms of value we are similar, but she got a much better unit count. Kill my infantry. Three mech, it's really bad. Even as Sami, mech spam is not everything. It's not a good tactic. No, no, no. It goes to day 18. So I'm surprised really about what's going on. I think he can win. Kill, kill, kill. Damage, kill, kill. Damage, damage. Now I was able to damage that dead ball he had there. So this turn is really, really good for me. Is it enough? This is the true question. Is it enough? Medium tank, infantry, infantry. Now I caught up to her in terms of unit count and value. But this is the start of her turn, so this can be flipped. So now she kills 2 of my infantry. She damaged my anti-air. Oh, I think I know why I spam anti-air. I realized my opponent is doing mech spamming, and anti-air is a really good counter to mechs. So in my specific case, having too much anti-air is fine, because I just realized my opponent is doing mech spam. And the best way to counter mech spam is to have anti-air or battlecopter or medium tank. This is also why I got my own medium tank there. So now I understand more. So I'm not that stupid when I think about it. Yes, I did a lot of mistakes during this game. I poorly played because Sturm is a much better steal. At that point, here and there in this game, I should be winning. But I'm not. My opponent is actually winning by a lot. So let's keep going, but I think I know the outcome of this. Now maybe my meteor strike will actually destroy him, because I don't think victory march will work against me. Even if I did a lot of mistake, usually victory march is not working against me. Kill damage. So now that thing is to cover that building to make sure it doesn't just victory march my tower. So now I drop my infantry there to cover this building. Infantry drop. Kill infantry. Infantry, infantry, medium tank. Smash the artillery. Move infantries around. Smash the mech. Now she uses her super. Now I will tell you this. Forget we get unit on buildings. What can she grab? 1 con tower, 2 cities. And that's it. She cannot reach this with any unit. Even if there's nothing there, she can't. So victory march for 1 con tower and 2 building, it's not really good. It's just fine. Usually a good victory march will give you 3k more or 4k more for at least 2 turns. So if you hurt your enemy economy by 3k for at least 2 turns with your victory march, it was fine. It was not a good victory march, because a good victory march will cripple your enemy economy and it will force him into resign. Now let's take a look to this specific case where I have units on my buildings. Can she kill this infantry? Maybe with the rocket. But this means the rocket cannot shoot the anti-air. Now, rocket infantry is enough to kill my infantry and then capture. But now, right now, she has no vision. How can she get vision? She can send a tank, she can send a battlecopter, she can use an infantry. But if she uses an infantry, this will mean she will need rocket and tank to clear the building there. This building here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And the tank. This building there is even harder to reach. She cannot possibly get it because she doesn't have the vision. So now, the best outcome of all, she can get one building out of me. She cannot get that com tower because that would mean she needs to kill my tanks. Now that medium tank has 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. It cannot reach my tank. And these two tanks cannot kill a sturm tank on a com tower. Forget it, this won't happen. So this means she cannot steal that com tower. She cannot get that building. So the only building in reach is this. And this is the only possible outcome where she truly get one of my building. Is it a good victory march? No, it's a trash victory march. Victory march for one building is pathetic. Don't do that. Now, if you know your opponent is open and you can have 4k more next turn or 3k more and 1 tower, it's decent, you can consider your victory march. But in this specific case here, victory march is trash. Because you need to work hard to get one building. 8 stars for one building is not worth it. Now let's see how victory march will be used. Damage. Kill. This is fine. I have nothing to say. Kill. Well, I almost killed. So far, she took good engagement. And she got indeed one of my building. Kill. Damage. Kill. Kill. Damage. Kill. Or almost killed. Now I think, yeah, I meteor strike there, but yeah, I think I resigned. Damage, damage, kill, damage. Kill, kill, kill. Killed myself. Actually, I think she resigned. Now, this is weird. Nobody resigned. Now, at that point, I have better value than my opponent, so maybe my opponents resign. But here's what I think. I did a lot of mistakes in this game. I just smashed so many infantries and unit in artillery range. His artillery in the top part of the map here were really good. They paid themselves back. I poorly played, so that's why the game was this close. Now, is he a good sami player? No, he's not. Now, maybe I resigned. I just had Meteor Strike, so I'm not quite sure if I really resigned. Now, if the game kept going, I think I would have won. Mainly because the guy is not a good sami player. And so far I was behind him in term of unit count, mainly because I did so many mistakes, really bad mistakes. I lost so many units, but value. Look, I have 3 medium tank, 1 rocket, 1 damaged anti-air, but 8 full HP anti-air, and I suspect I would have gotten more anti-air later on. 2 battlecopters. So you see, on this side he only has 1 medium tank, 1 rocket. I have 2 medium tank he don't have, and these medium tank will roll on his max span and any other unit. Now he can restore his artillery, but this will means he will spend money in repairs. And in the meantime, I will be able to produce more medium tank or more unit to see. Now, I do think if the game kept going, I would have won despite my misplays, my mistakes. Because I got more value than him right now. I don't have a good unit count, because I did a lot of stupid stuff. But I have a good value. So, yeah, it's weird that we don't really know what happened. His victory march was atrocious. My meteor strike was okay. I did put down one of his medium tank at 1 HP, which is really good. So I hope you guys enjoyed. Like, comment, and subscribe. We will see each other in future video. Have a great day.